raining out here in the A. As y'all can probably see, it's very dreary. Once upon a midnight dreary, wild pocket, weekend weary. The Raven, quote the Raven, nevermore. Edgar Allan Poe.
The next station is Oakland City.
I know a thing or two. Yes, indeed. Let's see who's in here. Got somebody in here. Got one of you jive turkeys in here. Peace and love. Shout out where you from. Tell me something good. Tell me where something good. Appreciate you for being in here. Only I can discuss these things in a way that is conducive to productivity and longevity, right? Because I have the spirit of a man. I'm not interested in, I'm only interested in facts. I'm not interested in opinion. I'm not interested in hyperbole, conjecture. I'm interested in facts. Bottom line, cold hard facts. There go my girl, Miss Tunes. What's up, baby? Top of the morning, sister. There you go. What you doing up this morning? Just getting off your shift. I appreciate you looking at my videos as well. I shouted. I responded back, and I told you to send me a Facebook request. Awesome Davis Jr. AWESUM Davis Jr. Shout out to y'all for being in the chat. Shout out for y'all. Got two of y'all in here. That's all I need to cook. Really one. It don't really make, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you know, there's a lot has been said by a lot of people, y'all, about is Kendra being biased. You know what I'm saying? Or Kendra giving black women more latitude and giving Kendra passes for things that she would speak to black men about, right? The thing about it is, what you need to understand is Kendra's platform is built off black women. Those are her subscribers. Shout out to Miss Loretta Tunes. I'm off today. Damn, girl, you like a Jamaican. How many jobs you got, sister? Shout out to you. What I don't like is when men complain about treatment. I think that it's an ugly thing to hear a man complain about treatment. Now you can speak to it and speak to the hypocrisy in the thing if you truly believe it's hypocrisy. However, to complain about it is something totally different. Now, do I think Kendra is biased or unfair? I don't even like to use the word fair or unfair. I think that's a female quality in terms of fair or unfair. Real men don't care about fair or unfair. Life is unfair, right? There's 100%. There are things that both genders benefit from. There is no such thing as fair, right? Fair is a place where they judge pigs. Nobody cares about what's fair or unfair. That's not a masculine standpoint to ever truly have. Fair. Like, what is fair? Like, life is not fair. We know that, you know what I'm saying, from being black in America. We know life is not fair. So this notion that we're trying to get fair or unfair out of circumstances is an absolute farce, and it's a recipe for a man to come off looking weak. Kendra's platform is built off her support of black women. But what I understand, Kendra has $80,000 in, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if she said this. I don't know if anybody reported this, but this is the rumor, right? So I'm just gonna, for rumor's sake, I'm gonna just say it's true. That Kendra has about 80 grand in bills a month. If she alienates black women specifically, how do we expect her to be successful? Let's see what we got here. Not the Jamaican. Yeah, you absolutely Jamaican, Mr. Bumba Clock. Them next phase is Kendra treat white men, black men like a zero to the cousins, till the cousins treat them like a 10. Now, I'm gonna get to that next phase. Now that's part of this. This is just oh, don't worry, we getting to that. Life is definitely unfair. Stick around, we definitely gonna get to that. Grand Rise. Also, I appreciate you, Fancy. Hey, how you doing? Appreciate you. I stopped watching the show. It's only foolish-ish. But that's part of the charm in the show. It's not supposed to be really a serious. It's really a goof, a gag reel, You know what I'm saying? I went on there. I'm her most popular guest. Everybody knows that. There is nobody that will ever top my numbers. Like, you know what I mean? There are probably people that have done bigger numbers with me, but not a shorter time. Okay? Because I'm very, very interesting. And I'm very charismatic. And y'all see that profile. I got my daddy's profile. So shout out to y'all. But listen, let me get serious for a minute, y'all. In terms of dealing with this specifically black men, is she unfair in her treatment? Kendra's audience is built off the support of black women. Those are her major supporters. Those are her major people. You didn't see my, shout out to Loretta. Woman, you on there. Loretta, you didn't see my, that's how I thought you came over here. You see the thumbnail? It's only like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. And so this is right. You heard Cat Will, thank you, next phases. This is facts. Now, she won't ever truly say that. She won't ever truly give, but she started a whole new segment. If you remember, after my first time on there, she started a whole new segment. And she was answering so many questions about me. However, Kendra never truly gave me any credit for that, but that's okay. That's life. You know what I mean? I'll just, you know, I'm not complaining, but that's, you know, it would have been nice to get a little bit of recognition, especially since she benefited. You know what I mean? It would have been nice for her to say, hey, you know, let me shout Awesome out a little bit more, or let me put, you know, a couple dollars in his pocket because he is in the shelter. You know what I'm saying? Him and his daughter can use it. You know, but that's life, right? Nobody owes me that. I'm just saying that would have been nice. Kendra didn't owe that. It would have been nice, right? Because I seen her do super chats. You know what I mean? And this, that, and the third, right? But that's neither here nor there. That's not what this is about. What this is about is whether or not is she truly unfair in her assessment of black men versus black women. Now, there's podcasters that will put up certain videos where she doesn't give the same smoke towards black men for having circumstances that she does. I'm going to do a video on this one guy who just called in from jail. That's very dangerous, what Kendra doesn't know, and I'll explain that why later. Well, let me get that to y'all now. Let me tell y'all why that's dangerous to have this guy call in from prison. Because hypothetically speaking, that someone from her app meets somebody from that prison, and he ends up, thank you, sis, I appreciate you. And hypothetically speaking, he ends up harming. Now, this is all hypothetical, and we hope it don't happen, right? But if somebody hurts one of those people that they met off her app, and she made the introduction, her show and her career is going to be toast, because there won't be any getting around that, because that would be called liable, because the guy is there, right? So that's that. He shouldn't even be there. So, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? I know you shouldn't have these phones, and I think everybody knows you shouldn't have these phones. But once again, I don't want to deal with too much. I only want to deal with the fairness or unfairness towards black men. Once again, life should never be based on fair or unfair. I don't think that that's ever a truly barometer for a man to be looking at. What he should be looking is, what can he gain from the circumstance? What can he peel back from the layers that benefit him in order to elevate himself, right? What can he gain from that? Yes, Kendra's biased. The answer is yes. But however, she should be. She should be, because she knows who is responsible for her success. She knows that she has to cater to a certain audience in order to get their support. Why would she not do that? That it would be stupid for her not to do that. Shout out to Next Phase. She started live reviewing you. Never did she do it. This is facts. Next Phase is no lies told there, right? And this is not us listen, because I'm not into jumping on people and this, that, and the third. And like you said, like a collab, right? I thought that it would have been. She said, hey, well, you know, let me at least throw him this bone, because we remember we had the light-skinned guy who came on there, and he didn't particularly like me, and he had a lot to say about me. He said this was peanut butter. I had my suit on. He said, well, this is what peanut butter looked like. And you know what I mean? Bless his heart. You know, a lot of guys don't know that you don't need to throw another black man under the bus, or you know what I mean, to try to lift yourself up, try to elevate your profile. Just be who you are, and let the women. If you think that there's such a difference between you and I, then show that through your actions, but not trying to demean another black man when he came up on there trying to present himself, right? Because you know that's weak. But you know, once again, you had him on there. You could have said, hey, let me throw Awesome a bone because I'm doing well. You know what I mean? And he played a part in that. But once again, no one owes you that, right? If she chose to do that, that would have been great. If she didn't, that's great too, because that's life, right? Shout out to Fancy. That I just watched that guy from jail. He came on twice. Yes, Fancy, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous in this regard, because I'm a guy who understands the law. They're always going to talk about liability. That's the key to a thing, liability. Who's liable? Meaning, if he called you from jail, you knew he was in jail, and then he goes on to do something reckless to one of the contestants, or not contestants, excuse me, one of the people from your app that you put him on. That could be very, very dangerous. Okay, so I hope that Kendra, and this is me, y'all know I've been in prison 3 times. However, I'm out and I don't live that same type of life. So I hope that Kendra, I want to see her be successful. And I told her that as well. You know what I mean? And I think that it's a great thing that she took a shot on herself. A lot of times people who have never taken shots, they always try to tell people that they shouldn't take shots. That's a very lame way to look at life. They say, well, Kendra, you're not gonna have the supporters on your app that you do on YouTube. Kendra is shooting her shot. I cannot be mad at Kendra for that. She can always come back to YouTube, y'all. People act like it's an either or. Let's just say for a minute, hypothetically speaking, this thing turns out to be a 100% flop. She can always come back to YouTube and the other platforms. It's not like they're going anyplace, right? But what she's doing is she's trying to say, hey, why am I splitting my super chats with YouTube? Why am I allowing, the trollers or whoever else, whatever people that they don't want to disrupt my app when I can shoot my own thing? I'm never mad at nobody for shooting their own thing, and I think that's a dangerous mindset to have when you're mad at someone else for shooting a shot and trying to, Kendra taking a shot. She's a businesswoman. Is she biased? Yes. Should she be? Yes. She has to cater towards a certain audience. Now, am I biased? No, because I don't cater to a certain audience. People who usually support, the few people that do support me, they support the truth. They appreciate my content because my content is based on the truth, or at least the truth as I see it, right? At least the truth as we see it. What we don't do is try to pick and choose the parts that are convenient for us versus the parts that are not. Shout out to Baby McVeigh. That was a mess. She's in her bag. She would do it. This is facts, man. It's business. And we have to understand business. Once you understand that it's business, you can get past this mindset of fair or unfair. And I think that's a very dangerous mindset for a man to have. One of the things that we know and that we learn is that people are going to do what's best for their bottom line, right? Very few people are going to say, you know what, forget that. I don't care whether or not it's good for my bottom line. I don't like this. So forget that money. I'm standing on this. Very few people are going to do that. Kendra has to do what she needs to do in order to protect her bottom line. And anybody who does not like that, I think that's a bad look for you as a man to complain about that. Now, since I brought up this guy from prison, I think I'm going to kind of build these two things together. Y'all know I've been to prison 3 times, not proud of it, but it's part of my story. Let me explain to black men and black women why there's such disaffection for being in prison. You know what I mean? Why? Because number one, the woman knows he's not going anyplace. Okay? You know that when he's in prison, he's not out cheating on you, 4 times a night. Well, some of these guys is gay, but most of these guys are gay, but we're gonna get to that as well. Or they're involved in something. They definitely involved. They definitely gay. I know that because I lived it. Not me personally, but however I lived it. I'm gonna tell y'all how to be able to identify it. Okay. Now, not saying this guy is gay. I'm just saying that a lot of these guys that are in there are involved in that homosexual lifestyle. But why women like them is because number one, they're safe from them because they don't have to really, there's no true danger of them. Number two, a lot of these guys are really excellent with pen to paper. I know because I used to be, still am, to a certain degree. They can write letters like no other, right? We have books in there called The Art of Seduction, right? There's things that are floating around. Guys give you game, so your mouthpiece becomes immaculate. A lot of guys are in shape, right? So they give off, and then there's this era of danger, right? There's this aura of danger around a guy who's been in prison because he's in prison because you believe that he's unpredictable, you know what I mean, he can protect you. A lot of these guys are really mentally disturbed, whether you know this or not. And I'm telling y'all because I know they're on psychotropic meds. When the med lines come, y'all would be surprised how many people, when they call meds twice or 3 times a day, which is once in the morning, once around lunch, and then once in the evening before bedtime, you'd be surprised how many guys line up in order to get their be cool medicine, okay? So a lot of these guys are on psychotropic meds. Now, why am I bringing all of this up? I'm bringing this up just to understand just the mindset of the woman that's involved with these guys, because I know I've been there, you know what I mean? And when a woman likes you, it doesn't matter whether what anybody else says, her heart wants you. And that's why the girl reached out, and that's why people were reaching out to the young guy bad. Think about what he said his name was, y'all. He said, it's bad. It's bad. Oh. Think about, once again, let's be objective thinkers here. His name is, on the app is, it's bad. What does that tell you that you're getting into? More danger. But a lot of women are willing to sign up for that. They just don't understand what comes with that a lot of times. And if they do understand, they're willing to think that they can make some sort of adjustment to this guy. They're really thinking they can be the unicorn. And then a lot of black men are salty. Because I read the comments, so many black men are salty. Oh, they don't like us, but they like cookies and Ray-Rays and this, that, and the. Hey, cornball, let me explain to you something. You complaining about women that's not going to like them less. Once again, let me say this again. You complaining about women liking him is not helping your position at all. As a matter of fact, you look like a stone cold sucker because you're sitting here hating black women to give a pookie a chance, but they won't give a good man a chance. Hey, brother, so what? You shouldn't be interested in those type of women that don't want you anyway. Why do you care about a woman who you should, if she's made in her position that she does not want you, why are you worried? She did you a favor. She automatically did you a favor by disqualifying herself. So why are you mad that she wants another man when she literally lets you know off top she wants a guy who has a certain type of background, right? Women like an air of danger, an air of mystery, right? Some of you brothers are not dangerous. Most black men are not dangerous. Most black men are very, very forgiving, law-abiding, helpful men. We get that, right? We get that. However, if that's not what she's looking for you to be mad at another man because that's what she wants, and you calling him Pookie and Ray Ray, you want to name, you want to call him names and disrespect him. Appreciate you, ma'am. Have a great one. Yes, ma'am. Just jumping off the bus, y'all. Black man. If you're mad at him for taking, you're mad at him because because he has her ear, then you're doing yourself a disservice because it makes you look weak. It makes you look like you don't have nothing going on. It makes you look like you're a stone cold hater. You know what I mean? And you should never come off as jealous of another man. Your position should be, I'm me. That's that. I'm building up my masculinity. I'm building up the things that I need to work on. And then I'll pick the women that I want to be in my world. That should be your position. Y'all see it's raining out here in the A. I just dropped the gizmo off. Took my daughter to school in the rain because she had to go. And just walking back, just jumped off the bus. And really had to speak on this Kendra G situation because so many black men say that Kendra G is biased. Yes, but once again, she knows where her bread is buttered at. Any business is going to cater to the people that bring it the most, the revenue. If Kendra alienates black women, where is she going to be? Like Kendra cannot afford to alienate black women. Back at the Bat Cave, the cuzzo was asleep. She's lazy. She don't care. Now she gonna act like she don't know what's going on. Let me read a few of these comments while we going. Just see here. Let me go back a little bit. A prisoner on a dating app, he was telling them he ain't no good. This is facts, Fancy. He was telling you that. He said it's bad, and you still sign up for it. That's okay. You'll learn. He's been in jail since he was 15, and now he's 23, I think. Yeah, Fancy. I know about that. I went when I was 18. Most of those men are leaving them anyway for other women. Just saying. Well, and listen, but here's the thing, Justin. You may be right, but here's the thing. You're complaining. It's never a good look for a man to complain. It makes it look like you're desperate. It makes it look like you need someone to have empathy for you. And the dating market is empathetic. Excuse me, is not what's the opposite of non-empathetic? What's the opposite of empathetic? Of empathetic. Nobody cares. Let me just say that. I got something on my wall, y'all. I want y'all to see here. This is my life motto. Can y'all see that? Nobody cares, work harder. That's it. So when you live by these type of principles, you're not really tripping off what people don't do. Shout out to Loretta. Act they be mad. This is facts. Princess Brown. Everyone that is seeking a new relationship is vulnerable. It does not matter if they are free or incarcerated. Let me see. Princess Brown. What do you mean? What do you mean as far as what do you mean, Princess? Give me a little bit more. What do you mean it doesn't matter if they're free in the car? Because I want to make sure I address your comment correctly. It's raining here in Kansas City too. Yeah, that's because you there. I wish we had rain. Where you at, Michael? You say you in PA? Okay. Shout out to Pennsylvania. That's crazy. Justin. Oh, I agree. But how many black men are done complaining? Many are leaving. It's the women that are mad. They are leaving. Well, here's the thing, Justin. I wanna tell you this. Black men have the most opportunity to date outside of the race. This is true. We understand that. However, I think most black men really want to be with their women. The majority of black men truly wish to be with black women. And I believe that that's the case, and I believe the numbers support that. But if you're gonna go, Justin, let me tell you something about something. Just go. Don't talk about it. Like you don't have to make a grandstand, Justin. You don't have to make a scene. You don't have to go off. You don't have to qualify. Just go. Just go. Handle your business. Be a man. Just go. Justin, I'm not full black, by the way. Man, if you're a black man, Justin, listen, what do America qualify you as? I, you, listen, you a black man. Fuck up out here and you will find out. I don't care what other people do or date. I'm trying to prepare for my future. See, this is what Loretta, and this is where we get back to things making sense. Loretta is 100% right. Shout out for Miss Toombs. Every now and then she got a good comment. It's not often, but every now and then she got a good comment. My bad, cause I was. Oh, I'm gonna go now. So here's the thing about that, and where she absolutely makes a lot of sense in this regard. Shout out to Brenda. Worry about yourself. Be doing things that are conducive to productivity and longevity for you. That's what you should be worried about. I'm just caring about God. Okay, I'm just caring about God. You care about God. Okay, listen, shout out to the creator, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely care about God. Let me see. And it's not just black. Women in general are asking why men don't go to singles offense. It's on the internet. Yeah, Justin, here's the thing. These things affect our community specifically more. You know what I mean? And it's really true of a Western mindset as opposed to being specific to black women. But however, if you know my content, I specifically focus on the people that look like me. So that is why I'm just dealing with unless it bleeds over to you know what I mean, then I'll deal with that. But however, generally when I'm dealing with these issues, I'm dealing with it from the people that look like me standpoint. Let me see. I'm not black. Okay. Oh, you ain't black. Oh yeah, you OJ. Mother, yeah. Yeah, okay, OJ. Uh-huh. You see what they did to that nigga? You know what I'm saying? When they caught his ass up and tried to go get that memorabilia back. Go ahead, Justin. Race loyalty is not popular amongst young black men. Well, here's the thing, Justin, and I'll tell you this, right? You seem to be a young brother. I don't know if you are. I'll tell you this. You're gonna learn. I'll tell you what, because every other race is, you better learn. You better learn that the only way you're gonna get ahead is by messing with your own people. You better book it. You better, I guarantee you, no other race of people is gonna put you in a position to win. If I'm gonna be successful, it's gonna be because black people put me in a position to win. It's Here's the thing. There's always, if you provide a service, right? The people. Let me ask you a question, Justin. Watch this. And this gonna drop the mic for you. when you go to these Indian stores and these gas stations, and when you go to these Mexican, these Mexicans, we know everybody like Mexican food. Who doesn't? When have y'all seen these people coming to support? When have you seen all these people sitting down at a soul food restaurant? When have you seen them come over to the black community and spend some of their money? Right? They don't. They keep their stuff to themselves. We spend them, but then they go someplace else. So you better learn some race loyalty, brother. I'm 25% black and 75% white. Man, look here, just just you trolling me, man. Stop playing, man. Whatever my comments be on point. Uh, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, Red. Your comments, I'm gonna keep it real. About 85% on point. Hey, nah, but I gotta bust you. I gotta crack your head when you at that 15 though. Let me see. Justin. Oh, I'm just conversing with you. I'm not trying to argue. Hope you don't think that. I hope people should date anyway. Yeah, Justin, I'm just on here, man. You know what I mean? Just kick it. Yeah, I think you could do. Shout out to you, man. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Yeah, I don't do no arguing. Like if you new to my channel, you will see that the trolls they come. I'll just make my point, man, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna block nobody. I don't particularly care that much. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see people win, and the people that look like me win. Timothy, you deleted that. Justin, I'm old. I'm 29, 30. Man, brother, please. You're a young man. You know what I'm saying? You got it all ahead of you. Nope, 100% on point. Yeah, you wish. Flow with the bow. What do you look for in another guy? Well, I'm not looking for any, man. I appreciate it. Maybe holla at Loretta. She need it, man. She got. Hey, Miss Tool, why I put you on blast like that? No, I'm serious. But here's the thing, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Understanding that, that she has to have a biasness towards she has to have a biasness toward the people. She has to have, like, here's the thing. She has to have bias. There's certain people that are there I mean, what do we think? I'm saying that Kendra isn't a businesswoman. Like she has to have a certain bias, and there's a certain narrative that she has to stick to. The gynocracy it's not gonna let you do too much. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Do y'all know how many times that as a black man, anybody who knows me, knows my story, knows I've had my daughter every day since the day she was born, right? And do you know that how many black women still come up to me and say, "You better take care of that baby. Don't drop her. She ain't got no hat on." Hey, look here, lady. I've taken care of my daughter since the very day she was born. I didn't ask you for your help. I didn't ask you for what you like. Who do you think you're talking to? But once again, this is how a lot of black men are viewed as inept and incompetent, right? And this is why you have to be a man. So you have to take back and assert your masculinity. So that way you're not sitting around allowing other people to tell you who you are and what you are not. Stop hating. Awesome. No, because I'm the I'm the king of a hate. As I sip from this cup that I'm sure somebody spit in. So, y'all quit playing with me. Let me see, Justin. Some people are grifters too. They can't cut off the money. I agree. Yeah, and that's one thing about me, Justin. You're gonna learn real quick if you're new to my channel. I don't grift. What I believe in, I believed in, and that is facts. I don't run from it, and I'm gonna stand on it, and I'll die. The only thing I ever truly regretted saying was that black men shouldn't go to therapy, because there are a lot of black men that need therapy, and they may not have another outlet. They may not be as strong as I am, right? And that's not to say that anything is weak about them. What I'm saying is I was put in places where I was isolated, so it was either be broken or not. So that was that. So when you placed in a hole and you placed in places, I tell you what, y'all, just to give you an idea of it, go in your bathroom and shut the door. Leave your phone outside and see how you feel after about an hour. That's that, and then now times that by 1,000,000, right? That's a lot of what you'll get. So let me see. You always take care of you, dang on Skippy. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Miss Sue, let me tell you something. I'm serious. I'm serious about the upliftment and masculinity and self-esteem of black men. But that comes second to that little girl. You know what I mean? That comes second because she needs me and she's gonna have me, and that's what that is. Shout out to Fantasy. You take very well care of baby girl. Extremely overprotective. Thank you, Fancy. I try to do the best that I can with the hand that the Creator has dealt me, and I don't believe in making excuses. I think you know me well enough to know that. Sugar bum. Wait, you look familiar. Yeah, yeah. Listen. I'm really low key Idris Elba. Yeah, I'm really Idris. So that's why you because you're thinking I'm looking like Idris Elba, just a better, younger version. That's really what you think of Sugar Bum. Shout out to you. You got a nose like a 54 Buick. You think it's that big? Is my nose that big, y'all? I don't know. This is some black features, man. That's some nigger features, man. What can I tell you? Let me see. Oh yeah, your kids matter most. Yeah, gotta do that, Justin. Gotta do that. So, and one of the things that I tell y'all, man, all the time is that you have to, like, you cannot get mad at Kendra for being Kendra. Like, you cannot get mad at people for being who. Like, a lot of times, men are mad at women for wanting what they want. Like, you're mad at a woman because she told you that she likes thugs and hoodlums. Yeah, my nigga, that's how it go. That's how it goes. And why are you mad about what she wants? You should be worried more about doing the things that you need to do, handling your business, and then you know what I mean? And you don't have to worry about none of that. You don't have to worry about none of that. Why is you mad because she want what she want? Shout out to Doomsday being sauce. Just joking, player. Have a good morning. I didn't appreciate you, man. I didn't know. Let me see. You know, that's okay, man. You know I have a great morning, man. That's okay. I appreciate you, man. I take it all. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, man. Stick around. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'll be kicking that. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm the realest guy on you. There is nobody who's going to keep it realer. Do y'all know I don't even have a bed? I'm still awake. Since we've been on this placement, I'm sleeping on the floor, y'all. Gizmo sleeps in her playpen. I've been on the floor, but I don't mind it because I done slept on hard rocks. They used to take my mats. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff that I've been through, y'all, it prepared me for the stuff that I go through now. So that's why it's nothing to me. It's nothing to me. I'm built for all of this. I love Kendra. Yeah, me too. Hey, here's the thing, Fancy. I really want to see her win. And I think a lot of times people just not fair. Not fair. I think that a lot of people, they just want a reason to hate Kendra. And Kendra's a businesswoman, and you know what I mean. She's just trying to do the best she can. And so for you to be mad at her for having certain people on her platform versus not you, or how she treats other people, man, nigga, be a man. Grow up. Oh yeah, I seen you on Kendrick. Yeah, yeah, Sugar Bum, you seen me on there. Yeah. I'm that guy. What's your channel about? You have to see it. You have to stick around, Sugar Bum. Like I said, it's really about it really was what I have a lot of videos up, but just to give you a brief overview, it's about a black man, just me telling my story, right? And I kind of use this as a journal to provide upliftment and masculine principles, and to show what it looks like to be a single black father in America, right? And to really truly be doing, like, not I got grandma to drop my daughter off on and I can go someplace else. I mean, like they say black men don't take care of children. It's a lie. Like, because I'm living proof of it. And so I like to always push my message forward. And like I said, if you look at my videos, I think you will see a lot about me. It'll tell you a whole lot more about me than I can get into right here. But I appreciate you, Sugar Bum, and hopefully you'll check out my videos, and then you can tell me what you think. And if you got any questions, concerns, or comments, you can always shoot them, and I definitely always, you know what I'm saying, respond back and stuff like that. Shout out to Justin. Yeah, just move on. If I wasn't a woman type, I know I'll find someone. This is facts, Justin, and this is why it's so important. And this is what I'm glad you brought that up, because when you trying to qualify yourself to a woman, when you study trying to convince a woman, you sound like a cornball. And what you're saying is, nigga, if you was really that guy, I would know it. Or if you is him, as you say, you said you're him. Why don't I feel it? Or if you really was him, somebody else will feel it. So why you trying to convince me, my nigga? And so this is why you have to stop doing this. This is why you have to stop. This is why you have to come up with masculine principles and say, you know what? That's okay. I'm not going to be upset with her for not liking me. I'm just going to move on. Sounds good. Yeah, I appreciate you that. I appreciate it. Thank you for checking it out, Sugar Bun. Who's attacking men? Well, we just talking about specifically black men. You know what I'm saying? Black men. I was talking about me specifically about how well, and with a black man specifically, masculinity being under attack. That's always going to be right. And so what you have to do is understand that, but then you have to root your life in principles as a man, and then you stand on those principles no matter what or who comes in your life, and therefore what you always do is is that gives you the foundation, and that gives you the core, not the foundation. Excuse me, not the core. Your very foundation is built on something solid, and therefore you don't have to worry about being pushed off that. Sugar bum, I want to entertain you and not Jezebel. Well, why she a Jezebel? Sugar, why you call Sugar bum Jezebel? Be a gentleman, Justin. Let me see, Justin. I didn't entertain a woman who asked likely hates men, so I'm gonna wait till that come up a little bit more. Let me see. She won't try and see what a man endures. I don't entertain a woman. Yeah. Right. I see what you're saying. And the reason you don't want to do that is because once she sees what you'll endure, she's going to continue to push it, and then she's going to resent you because you took so much from her. That's really what she's really pushing you to get you to draw a line. And the further you let her, and the more you let her, the more ground you let her take, she's still looking for you to draw the line, and then she's going to resent you, right? So and that's why you're confused, because you're like, well, damn, wait a minute, I thought that's what she wanted. No, my nigga, that's not what she wanted. That's not what she wanted. That's what she told you she wanted. You should have been a man and had your life rooted in a set of principles that were unshakable. And then what happens is she'll come along, and then what she does is she provides the balance to a certain degree, right? Because there's no such thing as true balance. I don't believe that, y'all. I believe that for everything we want, we have to sacrifice something. I do not believe that there's this perfect balance in life that people are looking for. I do not believe that. You couldn't convince me with that. I think that everyone, for everything that we want, there's something that we have to give up. There's a piece of us that we lose if we decide, for whatever decisions that we make. There's always something more that we could have had, or there was something that was sacrificed on the altar for that. I don't think any of us can escape that. With that being said, we all have to decide if that person is worth that. Now, Kendra has gotten better. Kendra, as we all know, Kendra blew up from the Kevin Samuels interview. That's where she truly, I believe, catapulted, because that's where I first heard her name, and then she was on his national platform. And I believe that video still does numbers when Kendra was first on. When Kendra was first on Kevin Samuels, and you can notice how some of her mindset has shifted as she's gotten a little older. She's not as bad, I would think, because you can have conversations with Kendra. It's not like she's totally unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? However, she does have to quote toe the line, right? She cannot be an advocate for men, and nor should she. She's a black woman in America. Why should she be an advocate for men? That's my job, right? Now, would it be great if she were? Absolutely, but that's not her calling. And I can't tell someone else what should be their calling, right? That you know what I'm saying? She had to do what's right for her and for her bottom line. And she's doing that just fine. Sugar can't be the problem if I refuse to be a part of it. Sugar can't be the problem if I refuse to be. Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I feel you on that. Seems the men are too sensitive. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something, Sugar, and that's a great point. Let me see. Assuming that random women hate men definitely makes you the problem. Is giving victim. Y'all got something going on in there? I think y'all got some energy going on in here. Am I doing the Kendra? Am I doing the matchmaking? Listen, maybe I need to start, because I'm trying to hook my cousin, because my cousin need a husband so bad. Because she gonna be like my aunt if she don't. So shout out to, but here's the thing. She's right. One of the things that, and I've always said this, men are very sensitive now. Oh my God. Like it is disturbing how many men are so sensitive in terms of what hurts them. Men are hurt a lot. And I'm like, bro, why do you give a fuck, my nigga? Why do you care so much about what this woman thinks? That's what you need to ask yourself as a man. That's what you need to ask yourself as a man. Justin, you got something going. Justin, the same woman who think all men hate them like feminism. Justin, sugar, the same women who initially assumed men hate them upset. Sugar hits, sugar hit dogs holler. You shame it doesn't work. What women said they hated being here. Again, y'all make it sense. Y'all got a thing. Y'all got a thing going on. Justin and Sugar, Sugar Bomb, Sugar Bomb, Sugar Bomb. Oh man, what is y'all working? Listen, there it is here. I want credit if this thing works out. I want some type of credit. Somebody go give me some credit around here. Somebody go give me some credit. But here's the thing, y'all. I just really truly, I don't know this woman. Yeah, but that's right. I can't tell. Y'all ain't trying to, y'all ain't, listen, you might not know it right now. Excuse me, miss. Saw you from across the room. And fancy. Remember that song? Who was that? Fancy Fancy be knowing them songs. Yeah, yeah. I know you're gonna say, well, excuse me, miss. Who was that? Neo? But but yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. When you a man, being a man means so much more than people truly give it the credit or the acknowledgement of. It means that you're willing to live on your own terms. And that's what that's truly why I do this, because I want to be a man that is truly time. I want to live on my own terms. Shout out Chris Brown. Oh, Fancy. Thank you, Fancy. That's Chris Brown. That's just a scene, Sugar Bum. He like, excuse me, miss. Sugar. I struck a nerve for a reason. If you have intellect, you know I didn't say it doesn't apply. Let it fly. Oh, I don't give a F. And like, oh damn, Sugar Bum. What Sugar Bum got to say? I like a lot of people. I think a lot of people are operating from a place of hurt. Damn. This is what you call sexual tension. I think we got something going on here, chat. I think we got something going on here. Listen, this is the Awesome G Live. Well, I ain't G. Awesome, well, Gizmo. Me and the Gizmo should start hooking y'all up. And listen, what we gonna do is we gonna put the Gizmo. I'll trot the Gizmo out here. Y'all know she cute. Hey, when in doubt, I just trot the Gizmo out. Right, that's it. When in doubt, trot Gizmo out. So I tried the Gizmo out, and then she can do she can do it, and then she could point to who she like, and then you know what I'm saying. It's giving bitter. I'm getting, it's giving. I got hurt, and now I'm mad. Ah! Listen, Justin, you gonna take that? Justin, did this here, man. Justin, I know you're not gonna take that. Now, if I made a comment about hurt women, then you'd be mad. Wait a minute. Okay, this is heating up. This is better when I got to say. This is better what I got to say. This is something. This I wonder who gonna win this battle. Who gonna drop them? Who gonna come with the wait a minute, what happened? Wait. Hello? Hello? Damn. Hello? Hello? Hello?